What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. This is day 89 of the ALPAT. I am back to my normal watch after we had the line crossing for 2 straight days, and the ship is still in Beaver Inlet. It's the 3rd straight day that we've been in Beaver Inlet, again, because of weather. It's the same thing that it's been repeated over and over for much of the patrol. If you watch the Deadliest Catch, one of the big plot points of the show is that there is extensive bad weather out here in the Bering during these fishing seasons, and that's when we're here. We are here during the fishing season. We're here during the winter, and the weather gets really bad. As far as work today, it was a Sunday. We had holiday routine for the day. There was football on TV. We were able to watch that. But the big thing that sort of happened to me during the day was I had to deal with a personnel conflict. And it was interesting the way it went through the day, because I was on watch early in the morning, and the other guy that was on watch with me, he's trying to advance. And one of the requirements for his advancement is conflict resolution, conflict moderation. And he sort of made the comment about, like, why do we need this, or something to that effect. And we talked to him at the time, like, man, look, the higher you get in leadership positions, that's all you do is conflict management between personnel. Like, dealing with personnel becomes more and more and more what you do. It's not about being a great technician. It's about how well can you manage people. And then sure enough, later in the day, I got a report of a conflict that was in one of the other berthing rooms. And we had to sit folks down and talk to them and find out what happened and go through the whole thing exactly like what it was in the stuff that we had to sign off for the junior sailor this morning. And so that's something that's never easy. It's never an easy thing to have to deal with conflicts among personnel, but it's something that you have to do, and it's not something that we can shy away from. Now, that doesn't mean go out looking for conflict, but it also means that, when it's there, when there is an interpersonal conflict between people, it's something that we need to be knowledgeable, and it's something that we have to be willing to take on, because if we don't, then that's something that can fester and become worse and worse and worse, which in some ways that's what happened with the conflict that we did have to deal with today. It was something that had been there that we thought we had dealt with previously, and then it ended up not being dealt with adequately, and then it sort of boiled over today, and we were able to get the people together, and they were able to, talk it out and discuss it, and we were able to come to a good resolution that didn't involve getting anybody into any, permanent, serious trouble. And that, to me, is one of the big things that we need to be able to do, is how to work through things to solve them adequately for both parties involved without, in all cases, having to get the non-judicial punishment process involved, or even, court martials or investigations. That's not something that was necessary in this case. We were able to resolve it right here locally, verbally, and we were able to handle it. But that is something that we definitely have to deal with out here. That's not all sunshine lollipops out here. We do have 150 people-ish on board. I throw that number out because it's a nice round number. The actual number of people that we have varies at any given moment, but 150 is roughly the number that we toss out. And obviously with that many people, there are going to be interpersonal conflicts, and we have to be ready and willing to deal with those. That does it for today. If you have any questions about what we're doing out here, please leave them down below and I will get back to you. I thank you for listening. I'll talk to you again on the next one.